Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ngayong umaga ay pag-aaralan natin kung paano tayo makakahanap ng kalakasan at kapayapaan sa pag-worship natin. So, ang title ng topic natin ngayong araw is Finding Strength and Peace in Worship. So, ang talata na pagbubulayan natin ngayong umaga ay mula sa aklat ng Psalm chapter 29 verse 11. So, sabi dito, "The Lord gives strength to His people. The Lord blesses His people with peace." So, dear brothers and sisters, in the powerful words of Psalm chapter 29 verse 11, we discover teachings that unveil the divine connection between worship, strength, and peace. So, let's explore these lessons and consider practical applications that lead us to find solace and confidence in our relationship with the Lord. So, ano nga ba yung katuruan natin sa umagang ito? So, una is, the Lord is king over the flood. So, in the imagery of a flood, Psalm chapter 29 portrays God's sovereignty over chaotic and overwhelming situations. The Lord is not just a bystander. He is the king who reigns supreme even when life circumstances appear as tumultuous floods or ravaging floods. Next is, worship strengthens our faith. Engaging in worship is not merely a ritual. It is a transformative act that strengthens our faith as we lift our hearts and voices in adoration. Our connection with God deepens, bolstering our confidence in His ability to navigate us through life's floods. Third is, trusting God's word gives us peace. The foundation of peace lies in trusting God's promises. His word is unwavering and reliable. So when we anchor our trust in His promises, especially in the face of life's floods, we receive the blessed assurance that surpasses understanding. So ano nga ba yung application natin sa pinag-usapan natin o pinagbulay-bulayan natin? So, how to find strength and peace in God. So una, trust that God is sovereign over the flood. So in moments of overwhelming challenges, trust in the sovereignty of God. Remember that He is not just a bystander, but the King who reigns over every flood in your life. Surrender control to Him, knowing that He holds authority over all circumstances. Second, worship God, especially when we are weak and helpless. Make worship a habit, especially in moments of weakness and helplessness. Recognize that vulnerability is an opportune time to live your heart in worship, allowing God's strength to infuse your spirit and fortify you from within. Last application is, rely on God's ability to make things happen through His word. Anchor your confidence in the power of God's word. So when facing life's floods, trust that His promises are not empty, but carry the potency to manifest His will. Rely on His ability to bring about the transformation through the truth of His word. So ano nga ba yung discussion natin sa araw na ito? So the act of worship holds transformative power in our lives, and in the context of Psalm chapter 29 verse 11, it becomes a source of strength and peace. In discussing why we find strength and peace in God when we worship, consider the following. So, first is intimacy with God. Worship fosters a deep connection with God. So, as we draw near to Him through worship, we experience His presence intimately, and His closeness becomes a wellspring of strength. Second is perspective shift. So worship shifts our perspective from the temporal to the eternal. So it reminds us of God's unchanging character and eternal promises, fostering peace amid life's uncertainties. Third is declaration of faith. So through worship, we declare our faith in God's sovereignty and ability to bring peace. So it is an active expression of trust And as we declare our reliance on Him, His strength becomes evident in our weakness. So, in sharing our experiences and insights, let's delve into the personal stories of how worship has strengthened our faith and brought peace in challenging circumstances. So, how can we encourage one another to make worship a consistent and transformative practice in our lives?